Hi everyone! Welcome, welcome. Let's do... Oh, goodness. Is that... Oh, I'm gone. I'm back. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's 7.1 time. I'm so excited. Also, thank you for the follow on the pie. I appreciate it. Ooh, we get some food. A royal invitation. Bulwaruk is eager to hear how you've been getting on. Ah, it is a pleasure as always, Nona. Have you been able to relax lately? Yeah, I've been chilling. Wonderful. As busy as you've been, with the rite of succession among other things, you deserve an opportunity to experience Tuliolal at a more leisurely pace. Sampling the tacos at Chevalier is one such way to do so. They're made the traditional way and laden with fillings, and are absolutely sublime. If you have an empty stomach, the owner Brokevu will look after you. Let's go get some tacos. It's taco time, taco time, taco time. I'm so excited. I've been doing all sorts of stuff since we last had some MSQ. Well, if it isn't Nona. Alone today, are you? I see. If you have a hankering for tacos, then they're on the house. Consider it a token of gratitude for your help tracking down those treasures. Go ahead and find the table. I'll bring you your meal as soon as it's ready. Let's go get a table. I've been doing all sorts of stuff. I've been leveling all sorts of jobs. I got Sage almost to 100. I got Ninja to 100. I just picked up Gladiator. I'm almost at level 30 to turn it into Paladin. Who is this gregarious man? You still love tacos, I hope. You ate so many when you turned 5, you could barely move afterwards. Remember that? I want to look at these. There we go. Now we get to see who's talking. No, not really. It was 30 years ago for me. Oh shit, is this like a... Are these two people who got separated by the wall in Shaloni? Right. Sorry. It's still strange for me too. Just the other day you were a little boy, clinging to your mother's skirt as you set off for Yasuani. And now you're a man grown with a face full of hair. Even so, I knew you were my son the instant I saw you. We're still family. You can always rely on me. Lying. That feels like the only thing I'm doing right now. On you and everyone else. Can't even start a fire without assistance at my new job. Back in Alexandria, we had Electrope. Needed fire, all I had to do was press a button. Everything was at our fingertips. But here, helpless. Culinarian who can't even light the stove. The way the others in the kitchen stared at me. Gods, I'd never felt so embarrassed. I'm sorry to hear that. I'd been told the tales, but it seems life is really different within the dome. My wife and children. I was thinking I'd have them join me once things had settled, but at this rate... Look at the curled tail on that Mamulja in the background. Oh, what? How chameleon. I say you send for them. If they're your family, then they're mine too. Do whatever's necessary to make it work. Hey, Wiklamat. I didn't mean to overhear, but it seems you're having trouble readjusting to life in Tuliolal. How, Wiklamat? To aid folk like yourself, we've established a support group at the Wing of Reflection. There, you can learn the skills you need to live outside the dome. It isn't easy being back, I know, but I'm hopeful that they can make things easier. That's exactly what I need. I'll definitely seek this group out, and I'll bring my family with me. Thank you. What's up? Oh, look who it is! I was just about to go and find you, Nona. You don't mind the company, I hope. I could use a bite to eat myself. What's up? Taco time. Taco time with friends. Taco time with friends. Taco time with friends. Oh, that crunch. That's how you know you got a good one. The tacos here never disappoint. So, what have you been up to lately? All of these. I've been doing... I mean, I did all the Wachimeki. I did all the role quests. I haven't done the Savage raids, but I've done the regular raids. Let's say I've been helping out around Wachimeki. I just got all my crafters to 100, so that feels relevant. I've heard stories about someone helping out the businesses. Seeing how well they're faring now, you've clearly done a fine job. As for myself, I'm being kept busy with duties at the palace. But whenever I find a moment, I like to walk the streets and talk to the people. That way, I can better understand the problems they have, and share them with Kona to figure out solutions. I was on one such walk just now, and as I mentioned, I was hoping to find you. Kona and I have something we want to discuss with you, as Dawn servants. Do you have time to come to the palace? Yeah, sure. Great. I'll go on ahead. Please, come and join us once you've finished here. Hell yeah. Let's fucking do it. Where's my... Aetherytes? Let's grab it. Let's grab it. I need to do the new Extreme Trials, too. I haven't done on-patch Extreme Trials ever. I did some of the Endwalker ones when Endwalker was the most recent, but that was like 7.5, so we had patch gear ahead of stuff. But I want to try the new Extremes. I want to try the Savage Arcadian. But I've been doing older Savage and Extreme content. I just cleared Cinderdrift Extreme with like a couple friends. That was really fun. I got a cool weapon for my Ninja Glam. Oh, here, let me actually show that off. I've also been trying to come up with... Thank you for the follow, Yamamama. I've been trying to come up with cool, or silly pun names for my, hold on. These are the Cinderdrift Extreme weapons I made for my Ninja Glam. But, silly pun names for my, gear sets. Okay. Okay, yeah, capture is fine. I'm gonna switch back to mage. Mistress Nona, it is always an honor. Valkona has stepped away to attend to a pressing matter, but he should join you within before long. Let's enter Sun Perch. Sun Perch. Cutscene? Cutscene. Friends! I think this is gonna be voiced. What's up, y'all? Oh, it's not voiced. Oh, you're all here too. Valcona summoned us, though if truth be told, Alphino and I have been seeing him quite regularly of late. He asked us to share our knowledge of Hannish culture, you see, in hopes of further strengthening your alliance. We were, of course, happy to oblige him. Gryle and I were likewise summoned. Otherwise, we've been carrying on with our work, compiling information on the Golden City. My grandfather embarked on his investigation 20 years ago. With our report, we shall finish what he started. Lest you wonder, Thancred and Urianger have left to resume their tour of Tural. Ishtola, meanwhile, is back to researching cross-rift travel. She was here just a few days ago to get Kona's permission to investigate living memory. By the way, she mentioned wanting to take a look at the key in your keeping at some point. If the look she had in her eyes was any indication, I suggest you brace yourself for when she comes calling. You'll like to be stuck with her for a while. As for Astinian, we know neither where he is nor what he is doing. Some things never change. Yeah, Astinian doing his wandering. Kona? Yeah. What's up, Catboy? Oh my god, he's Catboy genius. My apologies for the delay. Think nothing of it. We took advantage of our time to catch up. So, what can we do for you? Hopefully present company is enough for whatever it is you need. The matter for which I have summoned you dates to Alexandria. A state funeral will soon be held in Solution 9 to mourn the passing of Queen Sphene. King Gululja and his administration have invited us to attend. While certain issues remain unresolved between our nations, such as the treatment of Yasulani, I see no reason not to attend. For generations, the Alexandrians lived without even the awareness of death. Wouldn't have expected them to have funeral rites still. Apparently, the members of Oblivion unearthed records of ceremonies that were conducted in the Alexandria of old. It was they who put forth the proposal that the Queen be thus honored. I leave it to that lot to think of such things. The people of Alexandria no longer forget the departed. They're being confronted with the idea of death for the first time. I suspect our friends wanted to do something for them. Though Sphene was but a simulacrum, she was nonetheless a pillar for her people. The pain of her passing must run deep. Yeah, they don't really know how to grieve. Indeed, a funeral will give Alexandrians the chance to come together to express their grief, but they might overcome it. I wasn't sure at first, but I've decided to go. Not only to be there for Gululja, but to put this chapter behind us. That I'd request your presence was none other than to see if you wish to attend the funeral. You knew Sphene as well, after all. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of her. That's the thing, is like, on one hand, I kind of feel like I should go. Also, just to be there for Gululja, right? And to, like, sort of mend that bridge. But I did kill her to death. So, is it really acceptable? um, That would be inappropriate. I killed her to death. Because of your role in her demise, I take it. But we had no choice. We had to stop her from killing countless innocents. I won't force you to attend the funeral if it makes you feel uncomfortable. But while I represent Tuliolal in an official capacity, I'd like it if you could be there to watch over everything. Yeah, okay. I appreciate that it's not so much of a but thou must, as it is like you can express your misgivings, but like still go. I don't know. It feels different to me than uh-oh, you didn't actually have a choice. I feel the rest of us should go too. Regardless of the reason, the fact remains that we deprived Alexandria of a beloved ruler. It's only right that we remember who Sphene was, to her people and to others. So let us stand with you. Then it's decided. Let's head to Solution 9 and look for Guluja in the back room. Okay. There it is. Crossroads. Well, let's head to Solution 9. Is there closer? Shard? Yes. Back rooms. Let's go. Hello, Tassos. Gulja! My favorite little guy! Ah, you came for the funeral. Of course. I'm the only one who will officially take part, though. The others will watch over the proceedings. So, how have you been? It's been a while since my last visit. I'm good. Shale is always teaching me new things. Recently, I've learned about Everkeep's systems and the mechanical soldiers. It's knowledge I'll need to use my authority properly. Studious as always, I see. By way of a treat, I've brought you gâteau au chocolat. It's a kind of cake. I think you'll like it. Thank you, Lamachi. And thank you for coming. I've never been to a funeral before, so I feel less nervous having you there. Out of curiosity, what's the custom in Alexandria? In our world, it's common to offer flowers to the departed. It's much the same here, according to the records. Flowers will be distributed to all attendees. Considering that all the worlds used to be one, the practice of offering flowers may well share the same ancient origin. Fascinating, wouldn't you say? Did they have death in the Theris? I guess they did. They had, they had, like, when people thought their work was done, they'd, like, return to the live stream, essentially. The flowers are being handed out at Praxis Park. I'm thinking of heading over there now. We'll join you. There's a man I would like to speak with. Gossen. He was apparently Sveen's aide, and the one who sent us the invitation. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Get a flower. So that's... Yeah, I wonder if that custom does stem from Atheris. Or if it postdates Atheris, but is like rooted in some cultural value that we all inherited from Atheris. The idea of like flowers being a symbol of life. What? You're... I'm Val Wuklamat of Tuliolal. Thank you for extending us an invitation to Queen Sphne's funeral. We are honored, truly. I had seen you before from a distance, but never had the pleasure. I'm Gossin, former chief aide to the Queen. Since her passing, I have been responsible for administering affairs of state. Can we get our flowers here? Yes, Your Majesty. The flowers are being handed out at the counter yonder, alongside the regulators. What? We need to wear regulators for the funeral? Rest assured, they're not a requirement. We're aware your people do not use them. You see, people in the Alexandria of old wore tokens of mourning upon their persons when attending funerals. As such tokens were black, it was suggested that we might wear regulators painted the same color. They've yet to produce enough for everyone, but we're distributing them as we are able. I see. Yet, regulator or no, the important thing is that we remember Queen Sphene. Remember her and her kindness as you make an offering of your flower. I will. The proceedings will soon begin in this plaza. Please, take your place once you have your flower. Thanks, Gossin. I can only think of the the Outer Wilds character. Here we go. Oh, there's like a little aetheryte. Holy shit. I mean, I guess it makes sense that the amount of people assembled would be big, but... Oh, little Ja. This is like his first real act as head of state. See, did I get his voice right? Or are we about to find out?
Although we are gathered here for the same reason, we hail from different lands.
Wasn't too far off.
Some were born and raised in the Alexandria of old, while others came to us from Tuliolal. It was from this union of diverse peoples that a new Alexandria was born. The only home that our younger generation knows. How did we overcome the barriers between us? What moved us to join hands in common purpose beneath crackling skies?
I always forget the Arcadian is just a giant fucking GPU.
You know the answer. We survived. We thrived because Queen Sphene brought us together. Inspired and encouraged by her boundless kindness, we strove to be better, for ourselves as well as those around us. and in Her Majesty's absence, there is a sadness beyond words. Yet we will remember her. Remember all the good that she has done for us. So let us pray, as the people of the Old Kingdom once did, for the peaceful repose of the departed. And let us keep our beloved Queen forever in our hearts, that her memory might guide us unto the morrow.
God, there's like 12 of the same guy in that crowd. I can't not see it.
Would that I could find solace in my own words.
I love that everyone has giant fucking Beats headphones. There they go. That's the scene from the trailer where he puts the little flowers.
Was Queen Sphene taken to the cloud?
She must have been. To still remember her is strange, isn't it, darling?
I miss her. She would always cheer me up when I was down. But even though I remember her, I'll never see her again. That doesn't make sense.
It seems that's what it means to die, I'm afraid.
But what will happen to us? Are we just going to be sad forever?
A little bit. Yeah, kind of. You kind of are just gonna be a little bit
What
sad
will
forever.
happen indeed? Everything that we have, we owe to Queen Sphene. How are we to go on without her?
I still remember Her Majesty so clearly. If only I didn't, I might feel better about the future of our realm.
Perhaps we should also consider moving to Tuliolo. The journey won't be easy, but it'd be better than staying here in uncertainty.
I mean, there's a lot of this in Tuliolol also. People die also.
In times like these, I take comfort in the beliefs of a Turali people called the Yokui. To them, death isn't the end.
This is a good thing
So long as we're remembered, we never truly die.
to say to this child.
It could be the same for Queen Sphene, you know? If you keep her alive in your hearts, she'll always be with you.
This is a weird...
But we still won't be able to see her, right? I don't want to think about that.
This is a weird, like, kneeling down to talk to a child who is taller than you when you kneel.
I wish I could just forget instead of having to feel like this.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to impose. Please, mourn your queen however you see fit.
I don't know, kneeling down to talk to a child is a thing that I have feelings about.
As expected, they struggle to come to terms with their loss. I hope they can find a way to move forward.
It's not only grief that weighs on them, but worry for the future. Bereft of their queen, how will they proceed?
True. But with that at least, we're not powerless to help. What is it, Guloja?
I was wondering, is it better to remember or forget someone when they're dead? I remember my father, and every time I think of him, it hurts. It's the same with Queen Sphene. Knowing that she's gone makes me feel sad. But it's different with my mother. I never knew her, so I don't feel as bad. I want to remember my father, but maybe I'd be better off forgetting him.
This is a heavy burden for those little tiny shoulders.
Guloja.
Why don't we continue this somewhere else?
Backrooms? Oh, there's Gossen over there. What is that etherite? This is a something with the regulate. Special regulators. I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh, I should talk to everybody, but... Hey, Gulilja. Do you really know nothing at all about your mother? Shale searched the system for information on residents, but the only Mamulja she found listed were my father and me. Even if she died and was erased from people's memories, she should have been there. But she wasn't. Well, that you're here means she was here too, inside the dome. There can't be any other way around it. Do you want to know your mother? Because this is a decision you get to make. I think so. Even if it makes me feel sad, I want to know her. So I want to try looking again. And if I don't find anything this time, I'll give up. I see. Well, if that's what you want. Then I'll help you. I'd like to help as well. I believe I speak for the others too. Hell yeah. Let's go find your mom. I can't bother you with this. You already came for the funeral. We came here not only for the funeral, but to see whether all was well in Alexandria. We're not about to leave just yet. Besides, in seeking to learn about your mother, we're bound to learn about your father as well. By retracing the steps of this man who kept his own counsel, we may gain knowledge that can serve the people of Alexandria. Alright. Thank you, everyone. I love Gululja. I would die for him. I will kill for him. I love how, like, this is the only game that could ever make me a fucking proponent of the reigning monarch in any sense. And it's Galulja and Nanamo. That's it. Assuming neither memories nor records of Galulja's mother remain, we must cast as wide a net as possible. I suggest we split into groups. Nona, if you could make inquiries outside in the outskirts, the rest of us will do the same in Solution 9. Okay. That's a weird group, but I guess they're splitting up inside Solution 9, so. Where's my... Let's hit a thing and just teleport to the outskirts exit. God, my map is so zoomed in because I've been doing front lines, and I need to actually, like, view the map, but normally I have it zoomed all the way out. Speaking of, if you see my inventory, no you don't. Alright, let's go. Oh, I haven't gotten to show off my, a new mount, have I? Hey, guess what, guys? That's right, I cleared the fucking Baldessian archive. Or, Baldessian arsenal. See that shit? Damn right I got Demi-Osma. Hello, Chatty Shitana. A Mulja woman? Their people have never been a common sight around here. The last time I saw one would have been before the dome came down over our heads. She was among an entourage of Landsguard that was dispatched here. I assume they all returned to Tuliolal after their mission. But if any remained, I suppose they could have been trapped in here with the rest of us. The Mulja woman. Let's see. There we go. Sorry, but I've never heard of a Mamulja woman living in these parts. Much less... fuck. You might have better luck talking to the people over at the Tonawaltan settlement to the north of Everkeep. A place called Ueawata. The resilient son won their loyalty when he saved them from some crisis or another, or so the story goes. If I remember correctly, their chief's name was Kaniloka. Saralja's devoted. Alright. Where's the last one? There's one more of you around here. There you are. Fresh-faced Tonawalta. You're looking for a Mamulja woman. Oh, Mamulja's mother. I can't help you there, I'm afraid. I only know a little about Saralja, and then only what my father told me. He said that before the dome cut us off from the outside world, a Tural Vidral had appeared and was terrorizing the region. In response, Saralja assembled a party of warriors, and with them confronted and felled the beast. It was interesting to hear of the king's feat in the past. Cool. Going back to the back room. Okay. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. No preference. I forgot that they instanced Solution 9. Because they did that in 7.1, I think. In anticipation of everybody running in here. Neonstein? Yeah. Alright. Let's go. I got some info. Gulilja has told me all. We've previously tried to track down records of his mother, but came up empty-handed. With everyone's help, hopefully we can get somewhere this time. Ah, so you spoke with quite a few different people as well. Let's combine all our findings and see what conclusions we might draw. I'm gonna find this kid's mom. So, Saralja brought a retinue of Landsguard to Yasulani, among whom was a female Mamulja. His mission was to rid the region of Turel Vidral. I believe it's safe to say that was the crisis in Ueyawata he resolved. If some of his troops stuck around for a time, perhaps to assist the villagers with recovery efforts, then they could have indeed gotten trapped in the dome. We also heard stories about the settlement in Ueyawata. People lived there until nearly a decade ago, and Zorolja made regular visits. If he required secrecy, a location home to his most loyal followers would be ideal. And if this Mamulja woman had remained there, they would have had occasion to come in contact. See, but what could Zorolja have been doing in that village? I'm baby making. I think we can answer that question. In order to retrace Zorolja's steps, Raha and I spoke with a researcher who worked at Origenics. He said that, approximately 20 years ago, a number of his colleagues were transferred to a research facility outside Everkeep, per the King's direct order. This is the first I've heard of such a facility. Only Vanguard was believed to have been under the King's jurisdiction. It was apparently being used to develop a new kind of weapon, but I'm afraid that was all we could learn. It's plenty to go on. Even if the work there was classified, any materials and equipment needed would have been manufactured within Everkeep. So if we look into transportation records, man, I hope Aaronville's okay. There it is. The routes are full of detours and attempts at obfuscation, but large deliveries were being made to Ueyawata, far too large for a mere village. There hasn't been any activity for years, though. It's likely the facility's been decommissioned. Do you think that's where my mother was? We can't say for certain just yet, but I reckon there's a good chance. This is amazing. Even though no one remembers her, you managed to figure all of this out. Each piece of the puzzle may reveal little on its own, but when we put several together, the picture begins to form. And even should memories fade, footprints remain to mark the path of those who walked before. A lesson I learned in another life. So, I'll be investigating this secret facility in Ueyawata then. And this time, I want you to come along, Gulilja. But we're gonna be extra careful, right? Bringing a child into a... I mean, I guess I know it's a dungeon. Ueyawata is on the other side of the lake. To get there, you'll need to take a hover cargo from the Drift Downs. Alright. Thank you, Shale. Hell yeah. Let's go. Where are we going? The Drift Downs. Let's go to the outskirts. Let's go. weird tree. Lightning tree. Let's freaking do it. I wonder what the gear set from the dungeon looks like. I haven't looked it up. So the hover cargo will take us across the lake. I've never been over there before. It's still inside the dome, so I don't expect it'll be too different from here. We'll likely encounter dangerous beasts, so the rest of us will go first. You follow when it's safe to do so, alright? Alright. Be careful, everyone. Ueawata Field Station. Okay, good. I'm glad that we are clearing the way first. In that case... Holy shit, that was fast. This is why I queue for dungeons as tank. I forgot I had OBS selected. So when I went to type in the chat, it's fucking changed scenes. Okay. Let's go. Let's hope I remember how to play Dark Knight, actually. I think I just hit the button until I win. There we go. I did forget that I should probably switch to my battle UI. There we go. We have a Sage, so I'm feeling pretty secure. As someone who has been leveling Sage, Sage fucking rules at just having you not take any damage. Electro Golem, Forest Axe Beak. I gotta remember to use Blackest Night in an axe like this. Because it gets me free hits and mitt, so... Oh, I'm not using arm's length either, I should be doing that. There we go. I'm definitely committing this healer. Lindblum Zognal. Lindblum is the old... what's it called? Isn't that like the old Alexandrian, like, knights? Okay, that is a... Charging that crystal. Noted. This is an attack. Okay, and then it's going there. Is it going to be an AoE? A big AoE, okay. And we're doing this again. Holy shit. Oh my god. This is crazy. Oh, let's face this guy out. It's not. Okay, another gore. Oh, fuck. Get these little guys. Holy shit. I forgot how hard this expansion has gone with the dungeons. Okay, I'm just gonna focus on hitting this guy, because it seems like everybody else is doing a pretty solid job of getting the Electro down. Okay, he's gonna hit that, we're gonna get the lines out. Yep. I stay over here. I shouldn't be generating any more. There we go. I will take a Ring of Bending. I will breed the Cap of Scouting.
So the facility is still here. What kind of research did they do here?
Let's find out. Oh, I want to look at this research note, but I don't want to slow the party down. How long is it? Oh god, it's very long. I'll come back and read that. Hello, Rotten Hounds. Yeah, I'll do what I did with the Cactar dungeon. There we go. Okay, looks like some necromancy shit. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Where's my arm's length? There it is. I'm just looking for vaguely yellow-colored icons. And I had managed to hit interrupt and fucking magic shield before what I actually wanted. Cool, cool. Another coffer. Slaying, I'll greed. I was gonna say, no one here needs it, so... Yeah, there's a bunch of fucking zombies and shit here. This is not what I expected. I walked right into that. This is not terrible as far as dungeons go. I'm feeling pretty solid. Then again, I did gear up with, like, tome gear. Okay, Necklace of Slaying, I will greed. Boots of Casting, I will greed. Alright.
Surrender your souls to Queen Suraja.
This is Overseer Kaniloka. Three spirits. Okay, that's just raid wide. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's more than raid wide. Holy shit, that is so much more than a raid wide. Oh my god. That was unhinged. Okay. Noted. I got way too comfortable. I was like, yep, just a raid wide. We like literally just saw this, and I forgot that this expansion goes hard. Okay, we've got Delirium. Oh, fuck, I hate this. This is my least favorite. Or temporary misdirection. That's what it is. It's my least favorite debuff. Dude didn't even activate my fucking thing. My Darkest Night. Okay. Cool, cool. We love to see it. He has an attack called Dark Souls.
Would that we could tame the beast, but the seal is already.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I think I see what you meant about the seal. Uh-oh. Alright, hello. Sprightly stone. Okay. Pop arm sling. Think we're looking okay here. Because I have an amazing healer. Shout out Sages. They're incredible. God, fucking Asuna being an instant cast now is insane. I just did the new, like, AoE marker training thing.
Something's wrong. Don't rush ahead.
Okay, I'll roll on that in a second. There we go. This down. Reprisal. It's interesting that these are all, like, Earth aspected looking enemies. I guess they could be, like, animated by electrical energy, but this is elementally speaking, this is kind of counter to the Calamity. Right? Because aren't lightning and earth oppositely aspected? Well, the seal broke. Oh, goodness, it's a rabbit dog. Hello. Oh, Lunapiati. This is the Tural Vidral. Wait, if this is an Earth aspected Tural Vidral, vanquishing it would restore the ether to the area, which could help counteract some of the lightning aspected ether. Okay. A Raging Claw, that looks like a front. It's a many front. Okay. It doesn't turn around like what's his face? Upper Rhine Low. Okay. What are you doing now? It's like, oh, fuck me. They're... Oh, God. What? He just summons the worms from Dune? Okay, I'm just gonna stand where everybody else is standing. Wait, what did I do? Why did I activate Living Dead? That was the wrong button. Okay. Are these gonna turn? Okay. I'm familiar with mechanics like this. This is like Cinder Drift Extreme, actually. Fuck. No. I keep doing that instead of... Okay. Then move in. Uh-oh, okay, out. Holy shit. Alright, well that's bad. Run. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. I made it for one of them. No, he's still following me. Okay, stack. Sonic Howl, that's probably raid wide. Yep. Thank you for the Panima. Another Sonic Howl. Slabber. Every time. Starting a little Resident Evil in this Final Fantasy. Welcome, welcome. Sorry I missed your messages. These fucking boss fights in this dungeon are insane. Okay. Oh, I can't commend anyone because they all left. I would commend the healer. I need them to know that.
For all the talk of my brother felling this beast, he only imprisoned it, like Vali Armanda.
From what I could tell, they sought to transfer people's souls and memories into bestial vessels at that facility. The Tural Vidral explains the need for a remote location. It was doubtless their prime subject.
Oh, fuck. They were trying to put a person in that thing. Also, it's breathing.
Though I expect Zoralja did not foresee the opportunities it presented when he imprisoned the creature.
Oh shit, did they put a person in it? They weren't just maybe they put a person in it.
And so, in order to prevent the breakdown of the individual, I instead seek to transfer their soul into the body of the beast.
Yeah, this is Overseer Kaniloka.
This would allow one to wield the power of a Tural Vidral.
In theory, our initial experiments will involve lesser creatures. But in time, I am confident we will be able to bring even the mightiest under our control.
And what becomes of those who offer their souls?
As they won't be able to return to their original forms, we must consider them lost. But the sacrifice will be worthwhile, for the army you stand to gain will far surpass any composed of mechanical soldiers.
Hey guys, you are the bad guys if you do this.
Very well. Recruit volunteers and begin at once.
Oh.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I shall return to the observatory and see to the necessary preparations.
Like, what if they put a guy in there? Hello.
So, you've given him permission?
Teishalja, you will assist Kaniloka.
Ishalja.
As one of the Landsguard's finest chirurgeons, your knowledge may be of use in his experiments.
Hey, she's a doctor.
You will also watch him closely. In what you learn, you will report to me. You object to his project? Or are you incapable of performing this duty?
No, Your Majesty. Whether we shelter within the dome or expand beyond it, we require great power. But with no one to rely upon, we must take that power for ourselves, even if the means are questionable.
But what about the great responsibility?
I will do as you command. But if Kaniloka's work bears fruit, I wish to beg a boon.
I want to be the person put into the weird rabbit.
What do you desire?
Something that I had accepted I would never have in Tuliolal. That I believed would forever be beyond me. That it was foolish to covet. But here and now, it is close.
Or is this like a courtship thing?
So very, very close.
Perform your duty to my satisfaction, and anything you desire is yours.
Yeah, is this like a weird, like, idolizing...
That which I seek does not lie within this dome. Here, I cannot prove the miracle. But, if what you seek is at hand, then you may claim it, for it has no value to me.
Oh, and because Zeralja, like, threw Gululjal away. He, like, didn't see him as legitimate until the very end. So, like, if this is, like, a she wants to, like, carry his child or something for, like, a weird whatever...
Are you alright?
Yeah, it's just there was I might have seen Gululjal's mom, and it might have been weird.
Teishalja. Could she be my mother?
Like the people in the outskirts said, few Mamulja lived in the Yasulani. I can't imagine many other Ubico women were trapped in the dome. That being the case, she could well be the one.
This observatory Kaniloka returned to, could it not be part of the research facility? We might learn something about Teishalja there.
That's where we're going next then.
Alright. Let's go look.
I wish I could see into the past like you. Then I could see people who are gone. Because there aren't any other Mamulja women here. For a long time, I couldn't even imagine what my mother looked like. But when I visited Tuliolal and saw some, I was finally able to picture her in my mind. And one day, hope I can see what she actually looked like as well.
I'll just grab one. Cool, we get Uewata's trust. Oh, right. Well, we've discerned the purpose of the research conducted here. The traces of it that might remain might afford us greater insight into what came of it. Let us take a look around for information, as well as a way to the upper level. Oh shit, can I maybe actually just look? Can I maybe actually just read those research reports? Because that would be cool. Okay, just checking these cells. Make sure there's no cool shit. Hey, Golja.
What happened to the people here? Did they all leave? Did we already meet them?
I don't know, my guy. I get the feeling maybe we will have to go back in exploration mode if we want to read those reports. The lift can be seen behind the wrought iron gate. Sturdy as it appears, the gate will lightly resist attempts to force it open. Security panel is nearby. Perhaps a verification key will open the way. Alright. Let's keep looking this way. So we're gonna have to come back to the gate eventually. Look, we're here first. Test subject's journal. They're recruiting volunteers for a new experiment. I know I'm not as bright as the others, but they wouldn't laugh at me if I was stronger than them. This might be my chance. Soul transfer a few days ago. I can write. Can write good, yes? I'm good. Very good. Getting hard to control strength. Today bit off hand of feeder. Cannot help it, so strong. Hungry. Always hungry. Cannot control. Eat. I must eat, and eater must eat. Find nothing that resembles a verification key. Cabinet. Supplies for the staff are neatly arranged within the cabinet. Among the various items is a manual outlining regulations and tranquilizing gas to be used in emergencies. Dig deeper and find a verification key. That is out. Okay. Nothing else to examine this way. Alright. Upper level, baby. Seems the key can be used to operate the lift as well. Up we go. Up we go indeed. So this is the observatory. I didn't expect it to be similar, but This is a far cry from the temple that held Veligarmanda. All the machinery appears to still be in operation. I expect there are auxiliary systems in place to ensure that monitoring can continue even in emergencies. The warnings indicate various anomalies, related to the seal's failure most likely. For a blessing, we managed to fell the beast before it could cause harm. Right then, let's see if we can find some clues about Kululja's mother.
Guys, you might want to take a look at this.
Am I fucking frozen? Okay.
I think I can use this terminal. Shale taught me how. There's so much data. I don't know what we should look at.
Perhaps we can narrow down the search by inputting the name Teshelja. Teshelja. I love the idea that his hands are so small he just hit one button with each press.
It brought up a lot of results. They all seem to say the same thing. Teshalja, Administrator of Experimental Treatments, Research Logs. This sounds good, doesn't it?
Chances are the data is encrypted, and even if not, it will take considerable time to go through it all. Then let us take it with us to the back room and have Shale analyze it. Agreed.
Alright. I'll transfer it to this storage device I brought. It's the world's biggest USB. There, it's finished. Thank you so much for bringing me all the way here, everyone.
If you're happy, then so am I. Besides, I was able to learn more about my brother as well. It was a fruitful adventure for the both of us. It's the Rakshasa something of casting, I think? Oh no, sorry, this is my tank. This is the... It's the Halone Male Offending is my torso piece. What is this called? It's the Deep Gold Wings Offending. I think they're from Shadowbringers? And here we are. The authorities will doubtless wish to be informed about the facility and its contents. But first things first, let us deliver the data to Shell. I don't know how British people say... They say data? Do they say data? I don't know. They say it however I want to say it in the moment. Let's go to the back room. It's just singular back room, I guess, not back rooms. Okay, let's go. Got a shard right here. Yeah, I'm gonna switch back to my big page. Go to Neon Stein. Yeah, the chest piece for that is Halone's Male Offending, which is a PvP Wolfmark item, I think. It might be Trophy Crystal. I think it's Wolfmark. But I really like that set. Welcome back. The Lilja has already given me the storage device. There looks to be a wealth of data, all of which is encrypted, so only time to process everything. That's right, I gave a lot of the born Alexandrians Canadian accents. somewhere between Shaloni's, like, southwest vibe and the British vibe of Old Alexandria. In that case, Alizé and I might take ourselves around the city and check on the people. Aye, their mood has us a bit worried. I don't know if there's anything we can do to help, but we'll see. Understood. I'll let you know as soon as I've finished my work. Thank you. We'll see you again soon. Bye, Alizé and Alphino. Geode. Alizé isn't wrong. The mood out there is still grim. Some of the Turali remember a time before they were dependent on the Sol system. Even they're unsettled and wondering aloud if they'll have the chance to reunite with old friends and family before they pass on. Good reason, too. The journey home won't be an easy one for those who've grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk who've been leaving for Tural, ones with no elders to care for. Word of that problem has reached us in Tuliyollal. My brother is doing all he can to see the Shak-Tural Railroad restored to operation, so that people may come and go more freely. Unfortunately, the tracks only go as far as Vanguard, so some traveling by foot will still be necessary. Even so, the railroad would make things a sight easier. How long before it's back in service? I couldn't say. When I left for this visit, Kona seemed reluctant to make promises. But while Shale's working on the data, we could go and see the state of it for ourselves. The Shaloni station, then. I'll make sure to keep Kona informed. Shaloni station. That's in Shishinawezi Springs, I think. Yeah. I was right. Laulika and Nitolikwe. I love these guys. File of resolve. And Nona wrote a boot. What can I do for you? We are hoping for some good news about the railroad. There's an increasing number of people looking to return to Tural that can't make the journey on foot. I see. As it happens, Val Reason is also on his way here to take stock of the situation. Huh. Scratch the on his way. Hey, Kona. Aaronville! What's up, dude? Okay, this is kind of cute, but also really mean, because that's what his mom called him, and she, like, just died. Or just got erased. Looking good, Aaronville. As the guildship has officially approved my transition from gleaner to independent contractor, I was in need of more befitting attire. You are here about the railroad, too. It was in part for my sake that the original Dawnplacer was sacrificed, so I felt it only right that I assist with its replacement. Speaking of which, I assume Lamati has explained the growing urgency of the need. What have you to report? The new locomotive was on track for completion. We're having difficulty pulling her into the station, in a manner of speaking. See, when we used the Dawnblazer to get into the dome, urgency outweighed all other considerations, but now we're back to our original problem. How to run the railroad without upsetting the inhabitants of Mewahetsu. That is, the Ronek, though the Hetzaru that follow them are none too pleased about their Hetsu being spooked by the noise of the locomotive either. The solution I've devised to quieten the railroad should address that complaint. While the silent train presents a different danger, Ronek will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks. And I suppose we can't just blow the whistle at them, or they'll panic and be put off their grazing again. Weren't the railroads plotted to avoid the Ronet's preferred grazing areas, though? It's odd that they're getting so close in the first place. The Ronet's grazing patterns have shifted since the tracks were laid. I am not certain why, but I intend to ask the people of Malahitsun for an insight. As a major proponent of the railroad, I have a duty to assist in this matter, and I too would hear what the Hetsaro have to say about it. They are the ones most affected, after all. I believe it would be best to begin by consulting their leader, Kato. The rest of you can accompany us to the Hetsaro encampment if you like. Let's go. I do love that the Hetsaro have naming conventions that are very much cat noises. Like the huh, the like very deep huh, signified by the double H. That shit rules. I love linguistics. Oh, look at all the Ronek. Hello. Alrighty. Hello, Plateau. Resolve, reason. I bid you welcome to our camp. But what brings you all the way to Malahitsun? I thank you for seeing us. Our visit concerns the matter of the Shaktaral Railroad. It's really noisy, and we want to make it not noisy, but then also it has to be a little noisy. You too have noted the Ronek's unexpected change in behavior then. His son, Geppetto, has been looking into this matter. Geppetto. Normally, we'd expect the Ronek to keep to their favorite grounds nearby for a while yet. And despite a thorough search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity or quality of the grazing in Piarion and Yautanane. Yet they refuse to keep where they usually would, instead pushing westward, towards your railroad. I certainly see no cause for this unseasonal migration. Nevertheless, should they continue to move west, we'll follow. As any true Hetsaro would, I suppose. As you may have surmised, I am of Hetsaro descent. My parents traveled with the Ronek as well, though I myself have no memory of the experience. I was left behind as a babe, you see, during such a migration. One of many sacrifices necessitated by a nomadic lifestyle, I'm forced to assume. Oh, it's personal for him. A chance encounter with a kind fellow merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, taught me his trade that I might fend for myself. Became a stall keeper in Deliola's markets. That is where the Dawn servant found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace some time when Lamati came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude, and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. Yeah, I remember we had that little heart-to-heart when she got kidnapped. Truly, I've never heard of the Ronek choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision, nor of any Hatsara willingly leaving their own flesh and blood behind. Must have been some exceptional circumstance. I cannot say. The idea of following in their footsteps that I might better make excuses for their actions never much appealed to me. If they had good reason, wouldn't you want to know? I guess the problem is, if they didn't have good reason, and you learn that, now you know that they abandon you, which is really hard. As is so often the case, you're correct. Though my discomfort with that sorrow may arise from fear of reopening old wounds, rather than blind fervor for innovation, would nevertheless see me repeat past mistakes. And to refuse to learn one of our country's treasured traditions would be a poor dawn servant indeed. Please, teach me of the Ronek, and what they mean to you. I promise to listen with an open mind. We would be delighted. In the meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. Will you learn of Hetzaro culture with me? I should like to approach this with the fervent curiosity that you and my sister share, but it would be useful to know whether I am doing it correctly. Then it's settled. You'll learn more of the Ronek, and we'll have a look around the plains. And perhaps in the process, we'll find the answers we seek. Yeah, he spent his whole life already believing that he got abandoned. But it's one of those things to, like, assume it and try and make peace with that, like, that pain. But then to, like, I think it's more the act of, like, trying to hope that that's not the case, and then finding out that you were correct the whole time. It's like getting hope and then crushing it, as opposed to never having the hope at all. I don't know. It was a very personal decision. I'm glad that he is interested in learning about it, but I would not have blamed him. The quickest way to learn about our way of life is to do as we do. I hope you're not above manual labor. I am not the most experienced, I'm ashamed to admit, but I shall put forth every effort. That's all we ask. Take these tools. Cool. Now, introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy, and ask if you can help. They'll be happy to teach you what to do in exchange for another pair of hands to do it. Let us meet back here later to share what we've learned. Okay. Start over here. Hello, talkative Hetzaro. I'm afraid I've finished with my tasks for the time being. Since you're so eager to learn about our way of life, why don't I tell you a bit about our migration customs? If you're here, you likely already know that the Ronek are our Hetzo, our guides, and we travel with through the turning of seasons. We trust them to lead us to fertile lands, with all we need to survive. But you may not know that sometimes the herd splits into two, bound for different paths. On those occasions, we Hetzaro must also part with half of our number. You may think it a strange and stressful custom, but over the years it has seen us visit new lands and broaden our horizons as a people. This, too, is the wisdom of the Hetzo. Oh god, what if it's like, oh no, we have an odd number of people. We have to leave the baby behind so that we have an even number of people. That would be so stupid. This won't do. The wind will go right through it. Me without my needle and sinew. Hello. Oh, these are precisely what I needed. I should be able to patch up the covering now. Given how often we pack up and reassemble our tents, we're bound to get the occasional tear. Fortunately, the Ronek hide they're made of is durable enough that we generally needn't worry. Cool. Their tents are made of Ronek hide. Playful Hetzaro. You're learning about the Hetzaro way of life, are you? I may have a thing or two to share, but rather than talking your ear off, let me test your powers of deduction. I find answers much easier to recall later if I arrived at them myself. Our Hetzo provide us with something that we use in medicines, poultices, and soap, to drive away pests and to sustain our fires. What is it? Probably done? I love these answers. Bones? Hooves? Are hooves bones? They're not. They're toenails. Meat and organ meat? Is it done again? Sounds like there's a story there, but that is indeed the correct answer. We discovered myriad uses for Renek chips over time, each a boon to our way of life. Where there's a need, our Hetzo always provide. Alright, last one. There so far. Are you getting wood? Or fish, maybe? Ruffled Ronak. A fond Hatsaro. You're here to help. Well then, why don't I show you how to care for Ronek's coat? Go ahead and run your fingers through. Gently now. As you stroke the Renek's coat, you note that many portions are shaggy and tangled. This one's fur is a bit overgrown, but a good brushing to thin it out. Would you like to give it a try? You'll need the right tool for the job, mind you. A comb of the type you're used to would get lost in the tangle, like as not. Good thing I brought a brush. Ah, Geppetto sent a Ronek brush with you, did he? I like him. Now, just run it through one little patch at a time. Gently. I love the Ronek. So cool. Big old bison. You dutifully brush the Ronek until your arms grow weary from the prolonged battle with its coat. It appears much tidier now, though the same cannot be said for your clothes, which have acquired a new coat of their own. No, I'm covered in fur. Well done. With less excess fur, our friend here will be more comfortable in the afternoon heat, and less susceptible to illness. The combed coat also makes it easier for us to identify injuries, should the need arise. Good to know. What's up? I'm just gonna be on my motorcycle. I hope you guys don't mind. It's super quiet though, so hopefully it doesn't disturb your cows. You smell of the grass and the wind, which is a good thing, I promise. You could nearly be mistaken for one of us, and with the horns of a Renek to boot. Hey, these are the horns of an Aura. I had to wonder how Valkona's getting on. I assumed he would be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but it seems his wish to understand us was sincere. Ah, there he is now. Oh, and he brought one with him. Apologies for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing the Ronek, and ended up rather far afield. I found myself wandering hither and thither at my companion's inclination. To force us back to the trail seemed inappropriate. But how was your own work? Have you anything to share? The Ronek are treasured members of this community, as important as family. Indeed. The Ronek provide for the Hetzaro, and in turn the Hetzaro are good to the Ronek, just as family should be. Mine is not the only way, though at times I lack the experience to know otherwise. My inability to conceive of how a decision might be right does not mean that it is wrong. My parents had the duty to the Ronek, as they did to me. So I wonder if their leaving me behind was not so selfish an act as I once believed. I have no way to know, of course. And regardless, this has no bearing on our present concerns. We are here in service of the people of Tural, after all. Nevertheless, I thank you for helping me find deeper meaning in what we've done today. And I will endeavor to remain curious, especially where the Hetzo are concerned. I'm glad to hear that, Valcona. You're welcome among our herd any time. Hell yeah. Let's get some roast Ronek. Good magic DPS food. Warmth of family. Kona, how did it go? I believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetzo. They nourish the Hetzaro as they grow, and provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are the equal of any man, not beasts to be tamed. Moreover, the Ronek are sensitive. Though we may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek lands where they might thrive. The Hetzara would never cage them, and neither should we. To control their migratory patterns or capture those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. What if we made a monorail and raised the tracks? Then it is particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Renek's once favored grazing grounds. As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just the Ronek, even the birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Ceratoraptors, but they look to be passing through in a hurry. Typically, that sort of behavior in fauna would be associated with natural disasters. Earthquakes, landslides, and the like. Though the Hetzara would surely have put two and two together were the cause geological, I measured the area's ether to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. What do you think, Kona? I think it might be a Toraldi draw. Given where we are, I believe we are dealing with a powerful beast. A predator, perhaps, given the local fauna's behavior. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail by something with very large fangs. It couldn't be Turuhetso. Turuhetso. Ronek, Reaver, in the common tongue. Our people have several names for such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetzel in the night is another evocative one. Ronek can fend off many predators with their horns, but not the Turuhetso. Their scales are tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. A well-toothed carnivore with an unusually tough hide. I cannot recall any such fauna in this region. They usually roam the wilds in the northeast, and most herds keep well clear of them. I can't tell you why this one is so far from home in its path, both. In any case, I believe the source of our next consternation is clear, as is our next move. We must drive this reaver away, that they might return to their grazing lands in peace. I'm down. Never fear. We will make certain that the beast threatens you no more. He loved that cow. Give that cow a little kiss on the nose. Uh-oh. Combat duty. I think. Let's take a quick break. We've been going for just under 2 hours. Take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll do the combat duty. And we'll see where the story goes from there. So I'll see you all shortly. Grab a drink, grab a snack, whatever you need. Get up, stretch your legs. I will be back shortly. Hello. We are back. Thanks for sticking around during our break. Let me get my combat UI up. The Ronek River is a clear threat to the local population. We cannot allow it to roam unchecked. But it won't do for us to go running off in search of it without having made proper preparations. And if others returning from across the plain have spotted it, they may be able to inform us of its recent behavior and where it might be found. Progress to the upcoming battle will be saved at certain points. If I'm defeated, I can track from the most recent save. Cool. Let's go. Big cows. We love big cows. They're so huger.
Help! Help!
Here we go.
Hetsu is coming this way! It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear. We must get them to safety.
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
And after they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Ronek River.
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
Let's fucking go. I love that Aaronville comes with us just to not fight. He's like, no, I got the cows.
Make haste! We must protect the Ronek!
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
Yeah, search for Ronek. Where are you at, Ronek? Are you chilling? Oh, there's one over there. Oh, there's a couple over there.
There they are!
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, big cow. It's okay. Hey, it's okay. We're gonna take you back home. It's okay. Love you, cows.
That herd should be alright. Let's look for stragglers.
Alright.
The Ronek are to rally too. None shall be left behind.
Damn right. Oh, there they are. Oh no!
There
There's
must be something up ahead.
pterodactyls
Come.
on them. Get away from our little cows.
These are no match for the likes of us.
Rataraptors. Oh, that's right. These are like the frog
Clearly an
guys.
understatement.
Forgot these little frog-looking ones. Frogwanas.
More are coming.
Oh shit. Oh, take the tether. Don't hurt them. That's mean. You're not even the guy.
You're mine.
It's not even the fucking Taruhetsu or whatever. Why are you attacking this guy? You should be trying to bounce on out of here. Oh, there's more alligators. No, thank
All or
you.
nothing then.
Okay. I think Kona's got it. Cool. Get out of here, Alpha Gator. This town ain't big enough for the both of us.
It seems that did the trick.
Okay. Get these Ronek out of here. Oh, are we getting a
For the fodder,
cutscene?
at least. But where's...
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, that feels like an end cutscene next part of the battle. Oh, shit!
Look there! We've got a big one coming!
Impenetrable scales and wicked fangs. That's a Ronak Reaver, and no mistake.
No!
There! That one there! Not so fast!
It's not stopping. Oh, shit. No! His glasses! He doesn't have vision insurance. And Zenny won't be invented for another several hundred years.
Even should it cost me my life. I will save the Hetzo!
This feels like a very fast change. Like, it feels like he
Are you alright?
kind of was indifferent a few seconds ago.
Do not concern yourself with me. Get the Ronek to safety.
There. You've nothing to fear.
Let's go, cow.
Right! Let's finish the job!
So far, we have yet to damage it, even at all. So, Let's see.
I made a vow to our people. You shall plague them no longer!
I mean, maybe we stab it in the tongue? Because it's got the impenetrable scales? There we go.
You'll find the vow of reason is not without resolve.
Yeah, it's still up there.
Damn it! Not even a scratch!
I'm just gonna
Find some time
burst.
to think, will you?
Just for now. What is
You must
that
have a weakness,
ability?
and I will find it.
Adamant scales. Okay.
Keep it busy. I need time.
Okay.
Right. Go for the legs.
Got it. Legs. These are much easier. Well, I say that. Alright, Sarah's snare. That's just good, yeah, do a triple. That won't help. That's a magic barrier. Alright. Is that Kona making the stinky poo-poo cloud? Man, this leg is, pretty sturdy. That's fucking regen.
Now we just have to keep it pinned. Get thinking, Kona!
Oh right, this was just a bite Kona time. Anything up there, big man?
A protective current of ether. But whence does it flow?
Yeah, okay, I can't target like its other leg or anything. Oh, he's doing like an analysis. I'm saving my burst till after.
I've got it.
Alright, what's up, Kona? Tell me about this thing. Ow.
One well-placed piercing round to the chest, and
Hell yeah. Fucking sniped it. Did he just take a limitless pill?
you're done for.
Cool.
That stemmed the flow
Ether's
of
down.
protective ether.
Beautiful. Now here's my burst.
There's nothing stopping us now! Still not backing down, huh? Fine with me!
Okay, so that regen is probably going to be a problem if it gets it back. Okay. Let's go here, we should be fine. Alright, we're down to like half. This is probably magic. Has the word Ray in the name. Yeah, cool. %, just under. This roar, it's gonna get its shit back, I assume. Oh no? That's not the same roar that gave us out of the fight. So it looks like it is gonna continue to do it. Ether Call, this is where it gets its groove back. Intercept these.
Must disperse that ether ere the river recovers it.
This is going to hurt.
Come on, Wolfbulldog, get that last one. Awesome. Okay, that's damage up for us. This is just like the, what's it called fight? On top of the mountain. Not doing great on health. There we go. Get out of here. Nasty crystal T-Rex.
We did it. The Etso, are they?
The Ronek have all made it to Mehua Hetsuan. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats. But the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
Sick. We did it, everyone.
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid. You, most of all, Bow of Reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetso.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty.
Dude, you stood in front of a T-Rex to protect a cow. That's pretty intense.
The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most. It might work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Yeah, it's like one of those like high-pitched sounds you can put on the train to keep animals from getting too close.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
I must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again. Still haven't forgotten the last one, and it's been more than 20 years now. I had come as a trader to the camp in Lozeni Hetta, a camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Maybe that's where Kona's from.
Lozeni Hetta. That's where the Pelu Pelu trader found me as a babe. Please, can you tell me what you saw?
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Ronek.
And like us, they were visited by a reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature. "We're distracted," I heard one cry. "Save our son! Save the Hetzel!" After that, nothing but the pounding of my heart and feet and Rodak thunder. I ran and ran.
Yeah, there
As
it
the
is.
sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast. Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronek and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or so the story goes.
So naturally, those have to be Kona's parents.
And what became of their child? I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome. Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself.
Are we surprised?
All these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek. But now I see, they didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe.
Yeah, just to confirm, do you happen to know if one of the couple had, like, wildly
I've
green
wasted
hair?
so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today. It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family, even after they were gone. And now that I am Dawn's servant, all of Tuliyola is my family. A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
Can we just turn one of those big like, I just need one. Can we just turn that into, like, a cool rapier or something? That'd be great. No? Okay. To know that the Hetzo are safe is more than enough. Yet, it would be wrong to hope that in protecting them, we also avenged my parents. That's the least I owe to them, after all this time. Nona, I thank you for standing by me, as Dawn's servant, and as the often perfect man beneath that mantle. Now, let us return our attentions to the matter we came here to address, shall we? We'll remove the root cause of the Ronek straying from their favorite grazing, and obtain the tools to devise an additional precautionary measure. A silent whistle, as it were. This whistle must be capable of emitting pulses of ether strong enough that they will shy away from the tracks on instinct, yet not so strong as to drive them into a panic. If we can achieve this, it will be a far sight better than a traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful for the creatures themselves. Hell yeah. Let us return to Shaloni Station and begin work on it then. Waldika and his crew will doubtless be relieved to finally have a solution. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Let's do it. Alright. To the station. There they are. You look pleased about something. Good news for the railroad, I take it. The Ronek were avoiding a predator. Smart ones they are. And Valcona's not too bad himself, what with his whistle idea. Sit tight. We'll have this train on the tracks before you know it. Okay, I will sit tight. I love that it's like, sit tight, YN.
We're ready to go.
Hell yeah. I love Wellica and Ditoikwe. Do you think they have their relationship is open, or?
She looks as good as new.
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine. Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronek are concerned, we've spared no effort.
It looks really nice now, trust me.
From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse. You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt. Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliolal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel, and we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
Hell yeah. Silent train.
Right. If we're done talking, let's put this train through her paces.
I love both of them so much. I'm just saying, if they ever needed a third, if they were ever interested, then... Okay, that is significantly quieter. Starting up, it was pretty loud. But... Are we gonna put some passenger cars on this thing, or...? Get off of there.
There's a Ronek up ahead.
Now, to test our whistle.
Okay, it's an active whistle.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
Sick. And it still looks pretty chill.
It's moving away. Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
Fuck yes.
A roaring success! In a quiet way, like.
I guess they were just testing the locomotive, so they didn't need the passenger cars.
Then with your permission, Vow of Reason, the Shaktaral Railroad is back in service.
Fuck yes. We got trains again, baby. It's trains time. For a while there, we were real worried that we'd never get the railroad running again. Now that the test drive was such a success, we can breathe easy, start hauling people to and from the dome. First Shaloni, then the continent. Watch out, Shaktoral. Here we come. I share the sentiment, but we've got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operations. Time to get back to it. The efforts of all here today have not gone unnoticed. Once more, thank you. As for our own work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria, Lamati. Crossroads. That's the name of it. That's the name of the expansion. Well, it's possible that Shale's made some headway by now. And regardless, we should spread word that the railroad's been restored to service. Shale? What do you have her working on? We're trying to find out Ulja's mom. Ulja's mother? I'd feel the same in his shoes. Have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. The Kafkiwa we met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. He's got the little... oh... The Outrider, Outflyer. He's got his little keychain on his backpack. Oh my god. I needn't search for what she left behind, as she left it with me. I will carry it always. In the form of my little adorable keychain. Speaking of things you're carrying, is that the teeny tiny Kafkiwa? What? No. It is merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I thought it as good a souvenir as any. Whatever you say. For what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. That's so sweet. Yes. Well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for a time. See if there is aught I can do for the people there. Much changed though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course. We can give you the full story on the way. Can we take the train? We have a train now. Can we take the train? Do we have to go on foot? Oh, we're going to the back room. I'll just fast travel to Solution 9. Because Graha and Kryl are still there. It's time. I'm so glad they changed it so that you can actually select the Aetherite from where you spawn in. That was so annoying when you had to walk like 4 feet from teleporting in to be able to teleport anywhere else. Backroom time. Because Alpino and Alize should be out and about. But Graha and Kryl have been here. Simple yet elegant solution. And thus is the railroad back in operation. Meanwhile, Shale has nearly finished processing the data. She will be able to share her findings with us imminently. You stole, I'm interrupting something, I gather. Hi, Yustola. What brings you here? I've seen enough of the gate in the Sky Deep Cenotaph for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. While there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert on electrope. I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join you once we've finished here. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny.
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit. But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Teishulja herself. While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Uh-oh.
Yes, please.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
Oh, fuck you! Fuck you! This is the fucking bullshit. Several cutscenes will now play in sequence. You may wish to cancel your Duty Finder registrations. Get fucking ready. Fuck off. Square knows exactly what they're doing.
My name is Teishulja, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose. Mother? Officially I was a Virgin with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vidral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tuliolal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran. And in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path. A path that changed my life. When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within, and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja? I admired him. His incontestable strength. His unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions.
What?
I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him. His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon. That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew.
So it's definitely she's pining. This supports my earlier theory, but it doesn't prove it.
The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire. Today. It should have been today. A new beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If you could see him, embrace him. Surely that would be enough. So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
Its scales are blue.
He's your son.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I don't know how. How could I? How? To raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't. No! No! Get it away from me. Get that thing away from me!
Yikes. That's a negative reaction.
It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all. He'll come around. We'll be a happy family. Kaniloka shouting for me. The research hasn't been going well. But I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where to hide you.
That's all of them.
Well, shit.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Hey, Gololcha.
I'm fine, Lamachi. Father and mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try.
Yeah.
I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, now he has a mother to grieve. Oh, little baby. It's better to know. A profound response for one so young. Though I wish he didn't have to be. The Lulja is indeed wise beyond his years. Yet one never outgrows the need for dependable companions. 'Tis fortunate he has you.
Thank you, Shale. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story.
You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Gulja. If you remember one thing, remember that. Gonna freaking cry. Now then, having shared what I can at present, I'm ready to head to living memory when you are. I am planning to be thorough, so we will need to stop for supplies on the way. That said, I promise we won't remain over long. I know we all have much and more to attend to. For now, farewell. I'll talk to Gould.
Is Shell going to be alright out there? The whole time she was working on the data, I never saw her take a break.
A word before you leave. Our network's already spreading word of the railroad. We expected people would be clamoring to get on the first train back, yet the reaction's been polar opposite. Scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. What? When we spoke before, you said many from Tuliyollal were eager to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard? If so, we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak with the people ourselves. Let's start at Lane 9. That's the one up by where we had the funeral, I think? Or is that the Aetherite Plaza? It's the Aetherite Plaza. Okay. Let's go. Still getting used to the return to last visit location. Because that has been useful. Especially when I'm running back and forth between the field and, like, a job guild.
There may still be people gathering in Praxis Park. Let's try there first.
Oh, cutscene.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
Yeah.
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
Oh, shit.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right, and a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Such a senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zaraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function. I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware. It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
Yeah, oh.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
Don't let panic set in.
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
Look! It's Queen Sphene!
What? 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 I killed you to death.
What?
Help, Queensfiend! The grown-ups are really upset, and I don't know what to do.
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
What?
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever.
What? What did you do?
You there, Gusson. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
What?
What are you talking about? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself.
What?
We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty?
The fucking regulators.
What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria. Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
What is
Your
going
Majesty,
on here?
won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live. Not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memories shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort. You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution. All of us shall be made endless.
No! No! That's actually the worst, actually. That's bad. That's really bad. That's maybe the worst solution to this problem.
I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul cells.
I don't like this.
This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like. Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not? And there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all. One day soon, those with neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
But only 5,000 of us?
Hey, this is bad.
You Victral! The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people. Who are you?
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Fuck are you? What the fuck? Somebody's fucking puppeting her avatar.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Hey, Golja. What the fuck is happening? God, and we're gonna cliffhanger it here. So this is the end of the quest. We only caught the proclamation from a distance. I can tell you that the message about neo-regulators was received with utmost clarity. It couldn't have been Sphene. She should have been destroyed when the Meso terminal shut down. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness. Presented with an identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, it is no surprise that they would choose to believe she's alive. What is troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in her honor. It is as if their memories have been erased. Given that the members of Oblivion remain unaffected, that was likely the work of the regulators. By whose design? Someone smart enough to play at being the Queen of Reason. In that guise, even if some suspect deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. Well, I agree wholeheartedly. We should avoid drawing more attention than we already have. We must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up a lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. Fuck off! What? What the fuck is that about? Meanwhile, in living memory. Alright, what are you, Stola and Shill? Turning up. That's bad.
Oh, where am I?
Whose voice is that? Do we know that voice?
My people. Are they safe?
This is Sphene. The real Sphene.
Why am I?
Yeah-oh. Fear of death. People turn to Queen Reborn. Their fates to learn. Hey, what the fuck? Hey, Squeenix, what the fuck? Hey, Squeenix, what the fuck? What the hell was that about? What? What the fuck? That's fucked up. What the fuck? You can't just do that. You can't just do that shit and then just leave me hanging? What? Oh my god. And I have to wait? Well, fuck that shit. Oh my god. Alright, well, my next stream is gonna be Friday. We might do Deathmark. If we don't, I'll be playing more of this. We'll do the First Walk of Juno, raid, and the story leading up to that, and then probably just some dailies or whatever, afterward. God, that was a lot. I did not expect them to bring back Sphene so fucking quickly. Although it's also not Sphene. But I will continue to play as updates come out, and I'll get them posted on YouTube after streaming. So thanks everyone for coming and hanging out. I will see you on Friday. Let me take a real quick at who we can raid. We have a few options. I also would like to say, I'm wishing everyone a meaningful Trans Day of Remembrance today. Happy does not feel correct, but I hope everyone can find some comfort in relationships with others. So let's go raid Star. That'll be fun. And I hope everyone who is really overwhelmed today can just get a break. But I will see you all next time on Friday at 1 Eastern. Keep an eye on my Blue Sky for any updates or impromptu streams. I've basically completely shut down my Twitter at this point. I still have it, but I'm not posting stream announcements there. I'll probably continue to post schedule, but who's to say? So I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone. Have fun at Star's house.